channel if you have not been here before. If you are back, I am so grateful. Welcome to 5 Minute Friday, my first 5 Minute Friday on location at my home studio, Connect Pilates in Mission Viejo. It's a beautiful space. If you're ever in town, stop in and say hi. Today, we are gonna do a fun upper body workout with the MOTR. Now, I'm not gonna go through the whole workout. This is just supersets for you to do on your own time. So it's kind of like a tutorial type situation, yeah? So before you start, it's all upper body. So shoulders, biceps, triceps, and it's more based off of work that you would see in the gym, right? So you always want to start with a warm up. So what I would do is come down and do some internal rotation and external rotation of the shoulders. So I would actually cross the straps. I'm going to sit on the MOTR. The emphasis is just to warm up the shoulder. So crossing the straps over, palms up, thumbs out. I'm just going to open and close. I would do these about 15 times or so just to get that rotator cuff going, kind of moving that glenohumeral joint around there. So doing that, and then I would want to get into the internal rotator as well, so into the front of the shoulder. So I just come onto my knees, getting a little bit of resistance here. I'm only on 3 pounds. You can increase as you need. You don't need a heavy weight here. And we're just going to go in and out. Just getting some internal rotation on one arm. So the further you go away from the MOTR, the more resistance you'll get as well, right? And then I would turn around and do the same thing on the other arm. And just to keep it even, I'll just do that, right? So coming on. So doing about 15 to even maybe 30, just kind of in and out, warming up the joint here. And then we're gonna move on. So I'm gonna show you the first superset, yes? I want it a little on the heavier side, so I'm gonna push one button in to give me a resistance of 6 pounds. And then always remember, before you pull on those straps, step onto your MOTR first, and then from here, we're gonna step it up. I like to bring my feet together here. We're gonna go into a shoulder press. So from here, my body's upright. I'm gonna keep a little bend in my knees. I'm gonna create a 90-degree bend at my elbows. Right here, shoulder press, 12 reps here. Yes, pressing up as my arms go overhead, my ribs draw down, yes? So here, you have 12 reps, and then from that position, you're gonna go right into bicep curls. Our biceps are pretty strong, which is why I wanted it a little on the heavier side. I'm gonna take my arms straight out in front of me, opposite my shoulders, bicep curl here. Yes, so the front of the shoulder is having to work as well, keeping the arms straight out in line with the shoulder. Yes, so that's your first superset. You can do that one time, you can do it 3 times, yes? And then moving on to your second round, I'm gonna bring the straps down. I would even stretch it out in between just to release the shoulder a little bit before moving on. From here, I'm gonna actually take the resistance off so it's a little lighter because we're gonna get into that posterior chain of the shoulder. So your posterior deltoid, yes? So coming back up, so we're also working our balance at the same time. I'm gonna cross my straps for a good line of pull here. I'm gonna bend my knees and hinge forward at my hips so that my back is almost parallel to the floor. And from here, I'm gonna draw the strap apart, going into a rear fly. So as my arms open, they come straight out to the side, not behind me. We don't want here, then we're getting more back, and I really want you to think posterior deltoid. Keeping the elbows soft, but lifting from the back of the shoulder, not pulling from the elbow, yes? From there, I'm gonna come up just a little bit on a higher angle of my body, draw my elbows back, roll the shoulders back and down, tricep kickback. So you're going right from your rear fly into your kickback, about 12 reps each, right? So going from one to the other. And then again, you can repeat the superset 2 to 3 more times if you'd like, yeah? Moving on, again, I would just maybe stretch out the shoulder, maybe take it overhead, just to release, right? So just some basic things you can do with your motor at home, yeah, if you're not at the gym. So turning it around. Again, I wanna grab my strap. There's no like fancy way of doing it. Make sure one foot's on the motor. I'm gonna step forward, getting into the anterior shoulder, standing tall. So from here, I'm gonna take my arms straight out in front of me. Palms are gonna face in. And then just like you're driving a car, one arm's gonna go up, the other arm's gonna go down, and vice versa. So you're keeping a little bit of the isometric hold on that anterior shoulder as you're just driving your imaginary car. And doing about 12 sets in total. And then to finish out here, we're gonna take the arms up and back behind us, taking it into a diamond shape, and one more tricep variation, overhead tricep press. We would call this shaving in Pilates, right? Or salute. Salute's a little bit more out in front of us, but we wanna think of the fingertips going straight up to the ceiling. Think of the ribs pulling down in opposition. And that's it. That's your third superset, you guys. Awesome. And again, you can do 12 reps of each, 12 to 15, and then repeat it 2 to 3 more times. And there you have your all-around shoulders, triceps, biceps, all worked on your motor, straight from home or wherever you have your motor at. You guys, thank you so much for joining me. Please like, subscribe, share the love, tell your friends, and I hope to see you next time.